jobs, real safety, real progress. Our mayor, Sharpe James, the real deal.
Cory.
Sharpe James is pushing his story as well. He grew up in Newark, served in the Army, and taught gym at a local high school. In 1970, at the age of 34, he was elected to the city council. He served 16 years, and then, running as a reformer, he was elected mayor. But in the 90s, corruption scandals plagued his office, taking down his closest aides, including his chief of police and his chief of staff, who was caught with bags of money under the floorboards. Sharpe weathered the storm, though. He was funny and an energetic booster for the city. New buildings went up in the downtown, a performing arts center, a minor league baseball stadium. And Sharpe James gained a reputation for creating a renaissance in Newark.
Great day for Newark. We heard cheers when they came down because what will go up will be part of a new Newark and a new America and new dreams and new hopes.
What this city is doing is destroying homes for low-income people and displacing them and not providing places for them to live. In the last 10 years, 10,200 homes have been destroyed and only 2,500 homes have been replaced.
Cory Booker does not have a vested interest in this city. He doesn't own anything. He's a Johnny-come-lately. He doesn't understand the politics of this town. And just because you come in as some golden boy and you happen to get lucky and win one election does not mean that you've got a handle on what's going on. People that live here and have a vested interest in our city know that Sharpe James is doing a great job for this city.
Sharpe James trying to get credit for something that he ain't even do. He ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? If he was right here, I told him in his face.
Okay, just don't blame this on Sharpe, because I know what's already here. I don't know what I'm getting if Booker gets in.
Why you want to blame it on Sharpe? Cory's the congressman. If he can do it, Cory's gonna judge him right in our neighborhood. Sharpe James, Sharpe James, what does Sharpe James do? What does Sharpe James do? Sharpe, 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 Sharpe,
Yes, Mr. Simon. This is Carolyn Booker. I'm the mother of Cory Booker.
Cory's parents have come to town for the rest of the campaign.
The reason for my call is simply to thank you for supporting Cory's campaign.
I knew they had raised Cory and his brother in a comfortable suburb, so I was a little surprised when I learned more about them.
My dad was born very poor to a single parent in the South. You know, he had a tough childhood. I mean, you have to imagine what it was like in '36 to be born when they called it an illegitimate child. Really a self-made man, and really what I'm doing is as a result of my parents' guidance.
A lot of people ask me, who is this boy with a Rhodes Scholarship and a Yale Law? Why would he want to come to Newark? My father grew up in North Carolina, and he still has physical scars on his body from being caught by the White Citizens Council in that town on the wrong side of town after dark. In '61, when the sit-in movement started in North Carolina, my father was one of the first people on the stools being kicked, bruised ribs, being hurt, basically in that sit-in movement. Back in the later '60s, my parents were the first African Americans in the entire northeastern seaboard to be hired by IBM. My mom was first, my dad soon became the first black salesman, has these awful stories about making sales calls on people and ripping up his car and saying, you tell IBM not to send any more nigger salesmen out here. My parents told me to he who much is given, much is expected. And they expected their two children to be a part of the struggle. And I believe in my heart that this Newark, New Jersey, and cities like it are the frontiers of the American dream. And that we as African Americans and we as Americans, period, have an obligation to fight for our community.